In your experience, how critical is it for healthcare leaders to understand global corporate governance? And how has Directors Institute contributed to this understanding of yours?
Um, Health professionals should, and they do understand greatly about how they could contribute to the structuring of decisions, to put it in simpler words, maybe not exactly the global corporate governance. There are few doctors who actually got into business in terms of the way we want to call business. Of course, every doctor is managing his own clinic and doing some level of business, but you know what I'm trying to say. Doctors can do a lot more. They're busy working with their patients. And I always think that even though I loved my practice and I had an excellent practice, the time I'm able to invest into these type of corporate work is going to bring a lot more value. As a doctor, you can treat a patient, maybe 20 patients, 50 patients. You have human limitations. This is the limitation of any doctor. So you need to get into hospital management or manage hospital policy implementations to reach out to a larger scale of population. And I would encourage doctors to do that, and they can do a lot. In fact, doctors must get into the management boards of every hospital. I've always felt that any business is run by the professionals of that field, right? Yes, you need managers, you need financial experts, you need HR experts, but the core domain, you look at big companies. You can look at Google, you can look at Microsoft, you can look at banks, the CEOs of banks. They're all banking people. Technocrats are the CEOs of technology companies. So the healthcare leadership should be with the doctors. That is always my advocacy. The financial part is different. The world is evolving now. There are many ways to generate funds. But I would encourage doctors to take the lead in being on the boards of every hospital. Now, Directors Institute is for me, again, a discovery. Because as much as the Directors Institute has been developed and designed and the programs have been developed by the group of leaders who lead the Directors Institute. It's like there is a saying, you know, प्यासे के पास पानी आता है. So maybe I was thirsty for this, that somebody gives me a direction to fill that gap, because learning has been a constant endeavor for all professionals, and I'm also part of that group of people who are always thirsty for knowledge. But this particular area of corporate leadership and boardroom knowledge, I've been on the board of several companies, but learning it professionally, and also the way I've been going through the lectures of the past few weeks, I can tell you that in any learning, a guru is required. So Directors Institute will be our guru to teach how corporate governance is actually conducted. And I'm able to see what I was doing right already, and I'm able to see what more I could have done. Thankfully, we've not done any mistakes, touch wood, but the learning will help you reinforce and build your internal thinking structure so robust and strong that you will be very effective in the board. And I think Directors Institute is building that concrete thinking structure in me with regard to corporate governance. And that would be there forever. So I am very happy that I'm part of this program, International Corporate Independent Corporate Directorship Program, which is definitely a platform that you should reach out. I think all professionals should reach up to that level For me, I'm not looking at this as a program with which I would, I would take up roles in various companies. Of course, that will happen, that can happen. But it is for my own understanding to run my own businesses, to see that we are always the best in whatever we do, including corporate governance. So that is the way I look at the role of Directors Institute in my career and profession.
Absolutely, Dr. Sai Girdhar, and your candid responses were truly enlightening. So thank you so much for taking the time to share your experience and insights with us today. We at Directors Institute wish you continued success, especially as you lead the way in healthcare innovation and beyond.